know. Oh, is it where the term comes from?
Yeah. Okay, oh, this is nicely
Yeah,
presented.
it's a lovely little
Look at this,
website.
Read.gov.
Gov.
Yeah.
This is what the government wants you to read. Government-sanctioned mythology right here. Don't listen to them.
A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. The bunch hung from the high branch, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped, he missed it by a long way, so he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once again. And again, and again he tried, but in vain.
Father,
now he sat down
can
and
you
looked
draw
at the
me
grapes
with
in
muscles,
disgust.
please?
What a fool I am, he said. Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth, grasping for. And he walked off very, very scornfully. Yeah, so he's like, well, I fucking want it anyway. Bitch grapes,
There are those who pretend.
So that's where the term sour grapes comes from.
I didn't know that. That's actually a really good story.
Alright, we're going to look at some images, and you tell me which myth this is from. This is going to be like a quiz. Audience, you can join in on this one.
Mythbusters, if you... Oh, wait, that one's taken.
Myth destroyers.
Myth pounders. Okay, what's that? That's an underworld story, for sure.
Yeah, this is those three ladies, what only share an eye.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing that as a kid. I haven't thought about that myth since I was a kid. It's super creepy.
And so everybody's life has a string, and then they cut the string. What? It's no good. They've got the titles at the top here. Look away.
I would have got that one anyway. It's fine.
Alright, who's this?
Oh, it's Thingy. She's got
Pandora.
a box. I know who she is. I've seen that box before.
Oh, okay. Look at this one.
Hey,
Who's this?
That's Medusa's head in the middle. So
Perseus holding Medusa's head?
Who cut off Medusa's head?
I'm not giving you any clues. It's in another episode in the field. You should know this one.
Oh, a real fan would know.
Yeah.
Perseus.
Yay! Who's this?
Old guy dying.
Yep.
Authority figures there. Lots of people are trying to kill him. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Murder of Jeffrey Epstein.
You got it. Next one. Who's this fella?
That can only be Hercules. Yeah.
I would not be fighting a lion nudes. Ad time. Nord, activate.
This is a message to everyone out there. Our privacy's in danger. We have to do something.
68% off a 2-year plan. Protect your internet privacy. International content. Plus a free extra month. David and Goliath? I think that one's pretty good.
What's the moral of David and Goliath?
I think it's supposed to be about sort of overcoming the odds. But I've heard an interpretation by Malcolm Gladwell that I thought was really good. Have you ever heard this one where it's like...
I don't think I have. What does Gladders say?
You've got two armies,
Yeah.
and you're crossed from one another on a field. You're there in the Bronze Age. You're about to stab each other with these horribly blunt weapons and hurt each other and maim each other. And, you might have 2,000 troops on one side and 2,000 troops on the other, and you're all fairly evenly matched. The idea is that, instead of 4,000 of us getting potentially injured or killed, we'll take our strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and you take your strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and these two will duel, and whoever wins the battle.
So that's really good diplomacy. I think we should do that now.
It is a good idea, right? His argument is that actually David had a massive advantage all along.
Technology.
Yeah, well, basically.
Yeah.
He goes into what effectively a slingshot was back in the day. So apparently these guys used to be incredibly accurate with their slingshots. You know, they all used to practice slinging because they were shepherds, and so that was your main weapon against things that were going to eat your flock.
Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. Foxes and large crows and such.
Monsters that live in the backs of theatres.
Yeah,
potentially.
Mento.
Yeah, like really good ideas, IP-wise, just saying.
The other thing about a sling is that actually it's an incredibly powerful weapon. Like, you can very easily kill someone with a sling. They've recorded it's like the equivalent of like a 32 caliber bullet if you get hit by a rock from a sling. And so basically it's the story of a man with a knife going up against a man with a gun.
Yeah, the moral of the story is bring a gun to a knife fight.
Or at least wear a helmet.
Yes. That is the lesson according to Goliath, if you take his perspective.
If David comes along and he goes, oh, you know what, I'm the toughest fighter from my village. And then Goliath's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, kid. And then David goes, oh, I found a stone, look at this. And then basically hits them with the gun of their day.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you can't just, this is cheating. And everybody charge, you know?
You're right, it was like set up like this samurai duel of honor, and this kid walks up and hollows some guy's head out in front of everyone. To be fair though, it's consistent with David's character. Do you know what he ends up doing after this?
Goes on massive bender.
He does do that, invades loads of places, becomes king.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so a bit of an upgrade from shepherd. He becomes king of Israel. And then he spots a woman that he really likes far away, taking a shower from his palace, and he's like, I like her.
Really?
Yeah, he sees this beautiful, like, never seen a woman that beautiful before. This is a part of the story that I've never quite understood about, is that he sees this woman bathing from his palace, so I don't know how he's managing that. But
Well, she's living in a glass house.
there we go, explains it, perfect. Anyway, so he goes over, and she's like, I'm the king, so you should think about upgrading. And she's like, well, actually, my husband fights in your army, so it'd be a little bit dishonorable. So David goes back, finds out who this guy is, sends him to the front line, and has him killed, and takes his wife.
Oh,
That's the story, yeah.
that's not so pleasant. What's your favorite myth?
My favorite myth, King Midas is one of my favorites. The king who wishes to turn everything to gold.
Yes. So there's a guy. His name's Midas. One day... Oh, who the hell's Ovid?
Oh, he's a poet. He wrote the Metamorphoses. Yeah, so a lot of the myths are sort of formalized because he's the first one who actually got it down on paper.
Alright, so he retains the copyright.
Yes, exactly.
So one day, Dionysus found that his old schoolmaster and foster father, the satyr Silenus...
The old satyr had been drinking wine and wandering away drunk to be found by some Pythagorean peasants who carried him to their king, Midas. Midas treated him nice, 10 days in hospital, told him stories and songs. For someone governing a major Greek state, he's got a lot of time on his hands. And on the 11th day, he brought him back to Dionysus, the god of debauchery and drinking, and then he gets a reward.
You may have one wish. And then, oddly, he decides, anything I touch will turn into gold? Midas rejoices at his new power, which he has hastened to put to the test. He touches an oak twig and a stone, both turn to gold. Overjoyed, as soon as he got home, he touched every rose in the rose garden, and they all became gold. He ordered the servants to set a feast on the table. Upon discovering how even the food and drink turned to gold in his hands, he regretted his wish and cursed it.
Here's one loophole I don't think he thought of. Could he not hold something and then have the thing that he actually wants to hold in the thing?
They said that he was about to starve to death, so must not have worked. Otherwise, I mean, unless he's just dumb, like really dumb, like keeps picking up another apple and go, oh, not this one again.
I wonder if this is in some way linked to the magical gambit I made earlier this afternoon.
Dude, that'd be the worst. Could you imagine, like, testing all that stuff? Because I suppose you'd go, like, I'm so hungry, I guess I won't use my hands then. So you get some chopsticks, and you start putting stuff in your mouth, and then it touches your lips, then it just turns to gold. That would be the worst.
Does gold just taste like pennies? Because it's gold, I assume it tastes better than the inferior metals.
Yeah, I think it's got, like, even less flavor than, pennies.
It's just pennies. There's nothing worse. You're in a situation and you accidentally taste pennies because you know something's gone wrong. It's like, not the penny taste.
Hold on. So is he turning the air particles that go into his lungs into gold? Because you're breathing in bits of dust too. Surely they would turn to gold.
Yes, so I think particles or maybe gases are exempt from his gold touching powers.
No, wait. His clothes, the clothes on his body, would instantly turn to gold then. You would think.
You would think. I think, as is the nature of myths, I think they have to sacrifice a bit of conceptual clarity. And when you have a character like the Hulk show up, like, he's always got to break his clothes in the right way. Otherwise, you just would have to have a bit of exposition in every film of just like, oh, do you see the Hulk's cock? Yeah, it is distressingly big. I'm scared.
It's exceedingly muscular with foreskin and scrotum.
The loophole is necessary for storytelling as well as everything else, I suppose.
Yeah. Bro, it's... No, never mind. Yeah, I'll throw that thought away. It was just more about the Hulk's balls. Go on.
I know, tell me more about the Hulk's balls. That's great.
Well, I don't know. Is it regenerative? If you got, like, circumcised as a kid or something, does it grow back?
Does the Hulk have regenerative powers, or is he just super strong?
Is that what happens to Wolverine, though?
Yeah, I mean, you can almost certainly suggest that Wolverine is uncircumcised.
In a version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne, Midas's daughter... Wait a minute. Is the daughter thing not in the original?
King Midas's daughter is not canon.
What the fuck? In the version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne in the Wonder Book for Boys and Girls... That's nice. That's a nice title.
That's so wholesome.
The Wonder Book. And Midas's daughter came to him, upset about the roses, and that had lost their fragrance and became hard. And when he reached out to comfort her, found that he touched his daughter, and she turned soon to... So that version of the story...
Ah, it's from 1852. Didn't know that. Honestly, that's a genuine improvement.
Yeah, it's kind of like the peak of the conflict in the story.
Yeah, it's good. It's way better storytelling. Well done, Nathaniel Hawthorne. You've improved the classic. You say we should write a wonder book for girls and boys.
We should get Nathaniel in on it.
The wonder book for e-girls and incels.
That's not bad.
Buy a wonder book for e-girls and incels. As approved by the internet historian, that's canon now, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Midas didn't do anything wrong. He shouldn't really be punished forever.
No, disagree.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Midas did so, and when he touched the waters, the power flowed into the river, and the river sands turned into gold. This explained why the river Pactolus was so rich in gold.
We were wrong this whole time. This isn't a story about, like, not being materialistic. It's just a story about why there's gold in the river.
Yeah, I love that idea. Like, Ovid shows up.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That's what you took from the story? No, I was explaining why I'm holding this gold pan and up to me ankles.
I feel like this myth is just constantly misunderstood. It is about properly checking for loopholes in whatever agreement you make.
Be greedy, but be smartly greedy.
If King Midas had gone to his attorney and said, just want you to maybe look at this witch and see if there might be anything that might backfire dramatically.
You're allowed to put caveats with your wish, right? So surely you could get around all of this stuff by just adding a clause that says, in the way that I hope for and the desired results expect.
That's great. That is the perfect magic wish loophole avoider. That's what King Midas should have done.
Yep, he should have talked to us first.
Exactly. He should have consulted us.
I'm sure there's practical uses for it, though. Like, if you were... No, hold on. There must be one practical use of being able to immediately turn something into gold.
I'm trying to think about it, because the main thing is to have a lot of gold.
Okay, I've got one.
I'm impressed that you've got even one, because I've been trying to think of one.
You're at war with the Japanese.
Not again.
Okay, no. You're at war, and you decide to hire some Japanese ninjas.
Cool.
You could take out some parchment and cut it into shuriken, or whatever they're...
Shuriken? Yeah.
Shaped stars, and then have Midas go swing over them, and then you could probably still throw them. Shall we wrap it up there? We need we need a bit of an outro, innit?
Yeah. Oh. Let's do something brave and original.
Well, I'm about to jump into my Hindenburg 2. and float away.
I'm gonna go sleep in my glass house, unlike all you losers who can't even be seen while sleeping.
Alright.
See you later.
See you later. Oh no! Ordinary Things, why did you put that massive antenna on the top of your glass house? No!
It's the only way I can know the truth.
The humanity.
Okay, I've got to go now. I'm being beamed up by 8G signals, so it's going to be really fast. It's really gone like that. That gone.
I gotta go, I'm dead. A big fireball. Subscribe to Ordinary Things, he's criminally undersubbed. Also, get NordVPN.
I don't know what to do about those feathers. If I should add, where I could add more or whatever. Because obviously this is just kind of bullshitted at the moment, for fun.
Drop it.
Okay, now what? What's the next step? I suppose I could do that. Yeah, just for fun. What if I were to do just sketch this out real quick? Technically, it could go, like, belt be, like, there.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
How dare you? You need sleep. Thank you. Yeah, like that. Ow. Rude to say the least. I mean, that isn't that hard, fortunately. Thank you, Soul. Well, thank you for the favorite thing, Joe. I just want to finish this up. I'm almost done. Here we go.
That works. Yeah, I can't. I'm not really sure where I could add the other, like, make it more like his character at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, he's such a unique head, it's kind of hard to put him in realistically with the muscle anatomy. You just gotta kind of plop it where it could fit. Because his head doesn't obey the laws of physics. It's as a 2D character, and also, you know, a cartoon one. So, you gotta take liberties where you can. But allow me to there's background music. Am I gonna start becoming just a bird porn guy? His head is a chip. Stolas. Cass. Falco. I don't know. Ow. Why are those so violent? Damn. What the fuck did I just say? You do bird wings? Look, what wings? There's no wings here. There's no chicken wings. Hold on. Baby, hold on to me. Wherever we'll be, we'll meet. The future is ours, you see. So baby, hold on to me. That's right, baby. I got this feeling. Can't hold on anymore. Ow! Fuck, dude. Sentinel, why are you awake? Fucking tough crowd, damn. You guys get mean after 3 a.m. Oh, we're at 12 and a half hours now.
Same can be said about you.
Which part? Lobo, which part? This is concerning.
Referring to being up.
Oh. Doubtful. I'm nothing but a sweet sugar cookie. I'm never mean. Ow! Stop that. Mom, they're bullying me. Okay. Alright. Now that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go raid Poppy. We're gonna send our folks over there. He's currently playing Quiplash, looks like, or technically T-shirt KO. I will be going to bed for a understandable reason. I need to go take Doggo out first, but then I need to go to bed. But, you know, I don't think he expects us to be up at 3 a.m., but here we are. Yeah. Well, we got 12 and a half hours of art done. If people are complaining, like, you don't put enough art on Patreon, I'm like, bruh. I'm trying, man. But, how about raid message is gonna be, spectral bones or bust. Raskus. There you go. That'll be our raid message. So, I will see y'all nerds tomorrow. I don't know what time yet because it's so fucking late. But we'll probably be doing Deltarune Chapter 2 tomorrow. But we will see how I'm feeling, how Tux is feeling, how that everything's happening. So, but thank y'all for hanging out for this long time. Up one more time? Okay, fine. There you go, you nerd. Is that good for you? You degenerate. Alright. I'll see you kids tomorrow, okay? And music is just stopped. Awkward. I need to put that here. Bye.
that be the next one?
I don't think we can.
Why not?
Is it like the Pick of Destiny, but about your banjo string?
Oh, Raskus!
Hi, Raskus!
Can we get a shout for Raskus? God damn it! Spectral bones are fuck. God damn it! VTuber Lowe's, welcome in. Raskus, fellow member of the Wrecking Crew, welcome on in, everybody. Infected Vag Juice, welcome on in. That's horrible.
Have a sound effect for this.
Yeah, just,
Emotional damage.
yeah, that's horrible. Give me your primes or put those lippers on my flipper.
It's a tough call, but what do you think we should pick?
Who's the pal in the right?
Oh.
There's 3 of them. Be more specific. I streamed art for 12 fucking hours. Get some rest. I need to draw tomorrow.
Stretch your hands, please.
That's actually sick. That's actually sick. I love my design. Yeah.
That has like a
cool
very
Grim
vintage
Reaper.
comic look.
I want to give him a little kiss.
I love this design so fucking much. Because all of them, because they all look super cool, I love them all. Well, Kyo's little monster